Moana here from Be Style for Life, and I am taking a moment today with Livia York, who is a beautiful author who I've actually met Livia online quite a while ago. I'm not sure whether you remember that, Livia.
Oh yes, I do.
And Livia has been to our group Tuesdays on Terra and read some of our beautiful poetry yesterday for our celebration morning, which we had to celebrate a lot of our wins that we had. And I've been chatting to Livia about her life. So you were telling me about things that you've done?
Things that I've done over my years,
yeah.
Yes. You know, the experience in life is what brings maturity, as you know. And I mean, my first 28 years, the first 28 years of my life, I've actually put it down in a book. Mm-hmm. So I won't go over that. Yeah. But so that you know, once when I wrote my first book about my family history, I stopped the book at my age of 27, not yeah. 28, 27, because from then on, I actually became someone else. Mm. Because of the pain and the trauma and the abuses that I suffered in my first 27 years, mm-hmm. One morning I woke up and I reinvented myself. So over the years, oh my goodness, I've done so many things. Apart from being married the second time, and so we had 4 children between Glenn and myself that we raised. And I've done all sorts of work. I've been a mechanic, believe it or not. I have been a mechanic, which is a beautiful story. But I've been a dressmaker, of course. I learned dressmaking from when I was 15, and it was fantastic. But you know, I've been a promoter. I've been all sorts of things through my life, and a singer, of course, with my husband also. We are called the Yorks. Mm-hmm. We do lovely music we play, and yeah, every time and through my life, you know, every day that happens, tragedy or anything, I've always been able to deal with it, yep. Overcome the problems. Cancer has tried 3 times with me, yeah. But it's only the good ones that die young, you know that? So I want to be as bad as I possibly can. But yeah, so, you know, through illness and through kids, of course, and family things, but we've managed to survive it all. And we are still, we've been married for 47 years, Glenn and I. You know, being happy, but to reinvent yourself, like 7 years ago when I lost my daughter, yes. When she passed away from the cancer, that is really was another way of reinventing myself. Yeah. Because it was such a mental trauma, and it was explained to me actually by the psychologist that what happens is when someone loses a loved one through a major illness, like a major trauma, sometimes they turn to drugs, or they might turn to alcohol, yeah. And some turn to creativity. And that's what's happened to me.
So the positive as opposed to the negative.
It was definitely a positive. You know, I remember my daughter as if she was here today, because you know, 7 years, it's a long time, but you'll never forget that. And it's her spirit keeps me going. Yep. And I know she will be happy to see me continue on. You know. But yes, with everything, you have to reinvent yourself. You have to select what really appeals to you, what passion gives you. And with me, it's music, writing, and laughter. Fantastic. Those are the 3 things that really keep me going.
Music, writing, and laughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't live without music.
No.
You really cannot live without music. I believe that, I know that there's a lot of people out there that suffer with anxiety and things like that. And I often wonder, do they really listen to music? You can have the radio on, yeah. You can have a record playing, but are you really listening to the music? You know, so that's important, very important. And yeah, Glenn and I live lovely place here on the Gold Coast. Fantastic.
Beautiful.
I can't, you know, it's really great. And I love joining groups like TED Tuesday. TED on Tuesday, which is
Tuesdays on
Tuesdays on TED. I love the small groups because they are much more intimate, and you get to know other girls. We may not always meet every Tuesday, the same girls, but you know, it's great. It's really inspiring.
It is very inspiring.
You know, I mean, when I came along yesterday, which I had, unfortunately, I'd missed a few weeks, but it was like as if I'd been there yesterday. Yeah. I mean, what's kept me away, of course, is getting this book ready. Yes.
So do you have a title for the book?
Yes.
Do you want to tell?
Oh yes, it's called The Poetic Phoenix.
Ah, the Poetic Phoenix.
Because the phoenix, it's always been a symbol in my life, and I'm carrying it on. As you know, the phoenix, it's a symbol of endurance.
Yes.
And passion. So what I've done is I've called the poetry book The Poetic Phoenix. Yes, and the best part about it is that it's not just a book for you to read the poems, but it will include a CD, and people can listen to the poetry. I've done that because I also want to reach people that find it hard to read. Like we've got a lot of people that are that have problems with their hands. They can't hold the book. We have visually impaired friends, of course. And that's what I want to do. I want to be able to offer my if I can call it talent. I actually don't believe it's me writing, by the way.
You were saying that yesterday.
I'm only the instrument. But I want to be able to offer the talent that it's coming through me to people that can't always do the normal things in life, you know, like we take it for granted. I'll pick up a book, a magazine, and read. But not everyone can do that, either through illness or through just life.
Or even if they can, if they're out at a park or something, and if it's on a CD and if they can download it somewhere, they can lie back in the grass and enjoy the beautiful sunshine.
You're traveling in the car, you've got a CD player in the car, slide it in there. It's like listening to a music, you know, like Jose Feliciano, whoever you like. But what I find, and of course I've got the advantage of having met, excuse me, of having met some beautiful friends on the internet. I mean, social media is just amazing. I have a musician or composer, I should say, in Spain. He writes the music and he sends me the music and he says, Livia, put words to it. So I listen to the music, I put words to it, and then I have another friend in the USA. He's an actor. He's been an actor, poet, musician. He's done a lot, and he has the most beautiful voice, and he narrates the poem. So I have this lovely collaboration from, you know, 3 corners of the world.
And you've never actually met them in
Never
person?
met them. Never met them. And I talk to them every day, basically.
Do you talk to them via Zoom or Skype?
Messenger.
Oh, Messenger.
Yep, just Messenger. As a matter of fact, I do a lot of my writing sitting up in bed. And I have my own little table, which I pull over, you know, and my laptop. And at about 8:30, 9 o'clock, that's when they come on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sitting up in bed, nice and comfortable. There's Salvador. Hi. And the funny thing is that Salvador doesn't speak English. Okay.
But he writes in English.
No. He writes in Spanish.
Oh, and you translate it?
And then I understand, because of being Italian. I'm sorry, my language is very close to Spanish. Okay. So I understand what he says, and of course I write it in English. And then he has to translate.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh yes. You know, it's lovely.
Oh,
so
that's wonderful.
This is great collaboration. I said, especially even with Hank in the United States, it's just lovely.
I think collaboration is something very powerful, because you've got two or more people all collaborating, and you've all got different personalities, different ideas, different talents.
Yeah, but they can all be
contribute,
blended together. Fantastic, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very happy with the way the CD is has come along. It's now in the process of being cut. You know, like the technician, I have no idea what they do, but that's their job. And the book will actually come. You will see it. I will launch it on Kickstarter, possibly by Monday or Tuesday. And there will be a video showing how the book is put together, because it's not just a book. And it's not just a CD. There's more to it. Which I hope you don't mind. I won't tell you now.
No, that's fine. But you've got to keep something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking a moment with me.
That's